And that's full time here at the Beehive. Final score is Harborough Town 1, AFC Sudbury 0. Mitch, I think we stood here pre-Christmas at Biggles Wade. We picked up the first win on this run. That's now 5 on the bounce. You said on Saturday we're still looking down, but you must be happy with an achievement of taking 5 wins in a row.
What does it mean apart from just getting yourself a little bit either secure or objective changing? In reality, what does it mean? It's just points picking up. I'm happy, yeah. But everybody goes out there to be competitive for 3 points, and we've done it 5 times in a row, so it's a good feeling. But it could be the start of something even better. And I think we're going to Saturday to a massive game now.
We'll come to Saturday in a minute. I think that's probably one of the tastiest games of the season coming up with the form that both teams are in. Is it testament in a way that, you're on the sideline at half time? Were you disappointed to go in 0-0? Because they suffocated us really well. They were defending really well, limiting chances. And did you feel frustrated by that? Which shows again how far we've come, that we're battling, but we're going disappointed not to be in the lead.
I was frustrated with the quality in the final third of the Harborough team. I felt like we was we was flat. Not flat all over the park, but we was just out of sync a little bit. We wasn't doing what we've been doing, our good stuff, what we're doing well. And I had a go at them. I had a go at every single one of them. And you need that at half time. You can't go in there. There was nothing to praise. It was a weird one because it was 0-0. Over the last few games, we've been 1-0 down, or we've had a lead. So you've either got something to hold on to, or to try and achieve. Well, 0-0 is a bit of a flat one, ain't it? Because it can go either way at any turning point. I felt like we was the better side, certainly going forward, and it was just a case of being better in front of goal. And luckily, the young un popped up and scored and got us on our way.
I think it was solid. I think we talked on Saturday about going back to base. Harborough evolved in terms of defending well, and I'll pick out this evening. I thought Bully was absolutely brilliant, reading the play, right tackles at the right time, and just everything he did was just class.
Yeah, he was very good tonight, and that's obviously why I brought him to the club. He's keeping some massive players over the years, and massive players still now. The captain being one of them, Mr. Harborough, Paul Malone. But I just praised Bully in the group, in the debrief, and debrief sounds horrendous. Just the after, just get him when the afters is bad. And just said to Molly's gone on for 10 minutes, made a great tackle. He's played no minutes since Reading, very little. He could go on there really, lethargic, stroppy, downbeat, and he was none of. And it shows respect to his teammates. It shows what player he is and what person he is.
Good team performance to get to that point and get to where we are now. So I think we're up to 6th this evening in the table. Again, still looking down though. The aim this season is to stay up, and that's where we're focusing.
Yeah, look, it was only 5 or 6 games ago where we wasn't necessarily panicked, but we was having a lot of self-doubt. And I think we've all come together, all got better. I think that was the theme of when we was talking of being better, doing better. And
positive is a word you've used quite a lot. And
when your chips are down, the last thing you need to be is defeated. You with me? You can't give in. You've got to fight. Otherwise it's I might as well close the door and say my journey is done. And obviously that's not something that I want. Fight is fight, and that's what I am, and that's what they are. So let's just see what next game takes us.
You segmented greatly into the weekend in terms of fighting. Obviously, 2 form sides in the league. I know we're top of the form table and they're 3rd. They've gone close this evening over in Telford. But are you looking forward to the challenge against Royston?
I look forward to every challenge. This one in particular as well. I think their gaffer's a good guy. I think what they're doing and what they've done on their budget, their resources, I think it's nothing short of remarkable. I think you need to tip your hat. He's obviously got something going really well there, but I'm not going there to make his night any better or his day any better. I want to go there and be competitive, like we have done to a number of teams, a number of form teams. Kettering were top of the league, we beat them. Stourbridge at the time, after our FA Cup run, we beat them. Stamford, away from home, we beat them after being 1-0 down. We can always stay in a game. At the moment, we're very confident. Not arrogant, not above the line, not under it, just keeping on the boil. We respect Royston massively, but we're coming there to have a good game. We're going to do our best. made the best team win.
Fantastic. And I'll just pick up a couple of fan questions just on injuries. I know that now with a bit of time, so Stevens and Robinson obviously absent. Are they any update on those, just for people that have been asking?
Stevens we thought it'd be a little bit short, but it did look like 6 to 8 weeks, so about 7 weeks now. Quite a strong boy, so I probably think he'd come back in about 4 or 5. Freddie Robinson's Mr. Steel, he's made of steel. Sometimes wood as well. He thinks about 4 weeks, but it was similar diagnostics of around 6 to 8.
Okay.
But tough boy, both tough boys. Crawford, on the other hand, they'll see him doing Pelés and stuff out here. Apparently, he's still got 6 months of his ACL injury, and he feels absolutely fine.
So on bench on Saturday, yeah?
Probably, knowing him, but he is from Corby and he's a little hard nut, a little ferret. Good lad. Looks like he's coming on, so yeah, if any of the fans send him a couple of well wishes, I'm sure he'll like it.
I think to round off as well, like to get back in that squad, there's going to be a challenge the way they're playing.
100%. I think since we had a little bit of clarity, we had too many players, and every player was good. We had the Tendars, we had the Tongies, we had very good players, and nobody had any continuity, if that's the right word, or consistency, or nobody really knew where they stood. Well, if you take the numbers down and people need to be accountable, people stand up and be delivered. Rosie, for example. Rosie looked like, his twin brother arrived, 8 weeks ago. He looked horrendous. Now he's getting his minutes, he's playing a slightly different position. His stats are, I think the game before last was more than Connor Kennedy's, and Connor Kennedy's is our engine. So in the set, 2 boys in the middle of the park doing 11 and a half, 12 Ks, that's a formidable midfield, let alone anybody else with a sprinkling of talent.
Indeed.
So yeah, fans, just to let you know, on Saturday, Dino and Andy will be back on commentary to give you a full live update on the Royston game away at Royston, us away at Royston, looking to try and get 6 in a row. Be there or be square, but